price, will they really work as hard as he does? That's a tall order. Time to give you a break, Ray. Aspen Dental offers quality implants made to last a lifetime and affordable to you. Now 25% off. Serving up quality and affordable care in dental implants. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
We're ready, so let's go. It's the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale. Save on your choice of 2 great bedroom sets, just $9.99. This modern set or this classic set. You choose, just $9.99 on sale. Now at Rooms to Go.
7's Donovan Campbell's with the Panthers live in Raleigh, North Carolina tonight. Now at 10.
Developing now, a South Florida man leading officers on a skyrise hunt eventually dragged out in handcuffs. A South Florida mobile home community going up in flames a day after its residents are forced to vacate. A Venezuelan immigrant behind bars in Ohio, the 24-year-old accused of posing as a teenager.
South Florida immigrants say their immigrant appointments are becoming a setup for deportation. 7 investigates.
Plus, a new Florida theme park offering an epic experience. We're inside Universal's newest epic universe. All right, good morning, South Florida. We are so glad to have you with us. I'm Tavares Jones.
And I'm Alex Diarmas. Today in Florida at 10 starts right now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
A live view of Miami on this Wednesday morning, South Florida. It's May 21st, and we are off to another nice, warm start to the day.
I like that you said nice. There's always a positive spin to it. Let's get you a check of area weather as you start your day. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the pledge for the first look at our forecast. Hey, Erica, good morning.
Hey, Tavares, Alex. I mean, yeah, this heat dome does look quite nice here over Florida. It's been parked over the Gulf waters for quite some time. No major change for us here in South Florida. Once again today, we can expect highs to be mainly in the mid-90s with feels like temperatures reaching as high as 105. Today may be the hottest day of the week. 88 already in Hollywood, 87 in Pompano Beach, 85 in the Fort Lauderdale area. And we're seeing more of those mid-80s as we work our way into Miami-Dade. 86 Miami, Kendall, 85 in Homestead, already 87 if you're in the Hialeah area. Heading into the Florida Keys, we're starting to see some upper 80s. Big Pine at 89, 85 in Key West, 84 now in Marathon, and in Key Largo. Feels like temperatures are already in the 90s for South Florida. We have a wind that it was out of the southwest. It's now out of the southeast for Miami, 5 to 10 miles per hour. The same goes for the Florida Keys. Today, the difference will be the wind direction, and we'll see it from the south and out of the southwest. That's going to allow those temperatures to shoot right into the mid-90s. We are dry, lots of sunshine across South Florida, and we're expecting to remain dry, but we're also going to be flirting with record highs across some South Florida spots. We're forecasting mid to mid-90s for Miami-Dade and Broward, and that's exactly where the records stand. A close look at your forecast is coming up in just a few minutes.
Developing right now, a man caught and cuffed after leading officers on a daring manhunt. The situation leaving residents locked out for hours.
7's Neil Garcia live in Miami's Edgewater neighborhood with the latest.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat and leave comments below. This is a make-or-break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning to all you beautiful people out there across lands, across YouTube, hanging out with us this morning. Hope all of you guys had a great start today so far. People in the chat right now, how the hell are you guys doing right now? In the building, we got a lot going on. We're talking about Diddy today. We got a lot of information. I hope you got your coffees ready, your teas ready, lined up. I got my little drink right here. Making sure I'm sipping on that. I got some BCAs this morning. I don't know if you guys get into the whole fitness thing. We're rocking and rolling this morning, and we're diving into the conversation. Now, people, in the chat right now, if you're just joining us in the building, everybody put Diddy in the chat right now. Let all the people across the lands know what we're getting into right now. That's why we do that. If you're in the building right now, put Diddy in the chat. Let everybody know what we're about to get into today. Let me tell you something. We got a lot of conversation today. I got a lot of videos today. I got a lot more videos than before. And let me tell you something. I got some new information that you guys are going to want to see. But right now, welcome back, everybody, to the Brandon Mason Show. Hey, hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. People in the chat, let me just say something. You guys have been here day in, day out. I had a note here. I got to tell you something that's kind of interesting today and important about a surgery today. I will tell you. Now, everybody, welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. You know, people in the chat right now, we're going to dive into this information. We got the Diddy Trial. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see all the updates we're going to dive into today. We got a stripper that speaks out today. We're going to have that conversation. What happened? They have the stripper called the Punisher. We're going to go into that today. Guys, that is going to be a very interesting topic. Obviously, we're going to go into the Cassie breakdown. Actually, Diddy tried to get her subpoenaed to come back into the courtroom. Again, we're going to talk about that. The missing witness that's still missing, the attorney that's still missing, that has not shown up, that's been subpoenaed to come to court, did not show up. The jury confusion after seeing Diddy come in, then they said, hey, maybe he's winning this thing. Then they said, maybe not winning this thing. We're going to dive into that right now, obviously, as well. And then we have Cassie's mother. Cassie's mother takes the stand, people. In the chat right now, is Diddy innocent or guilty? Drop it in the chat right now. Everybody in the building. Cassie's mother takes the stand. And then, yes, last but not least, we're going to talk about the freak-offs. I got all kind of videos. I got all kind of things you guys are going to want to see right here in the building. And first things first, let me tell you something. We're going to dive into the stripper conversation. Who's in the building right now? Diggs is in the chat. Welcome back to the show. Diggs in the building. Jeff Lee, Roger, George Pearson, Pitbull, Mom. Who else in the chat right now? How are you feeling? Carlos, what's going on in the building? Victoria, let me scroll up and see who else is in here right now. I don't want to miss anybody. Let me go up into the chat. Chrome in the building. Brenda's in the house. Who else? Lala in the house. How are you? Welcome to the live stream this morning. People, as I go up and see your names, leave a message right now so I can shout you out. Nathan, because it's going so damn fast, I can't count right there. People in the chat right now. Do you guys know what happened right now? We just got started with the live stream. We just turned the damn thing on right now. We're going to dive into the stripper or the exotic dancer that Diddy, Cassie, what they did, who they brought in, and he speaks up. I got a lot of things for you in the chat. Vaughn in the building. We appreciate you. Philip is in the building. Welcome to the show. We got 50 people in the house. We're just getting started today. Get ready because I got a lot of shit to show you guys this morning. This is a stripper right here, okay? And here's a picture. Here's a drawing. Here's a sketch. Because in the courtroom, they don't let you take videos. They don't let you take pictures. So this is a drawing of someone in the courtroom that draws a sketch and brings it to you. And I'm going to break it down for you guys to understand about what happened with the exotic dancer, okay? An exotic dancer called the Punisher, okay, discovered his client's identity when he turned on a television before he encountered the screen. It said, welcome, Sean Diddy Combs. Welcome, Sean Combs. He said, wait, I didn't even know Sean Combs was in here. People in the chat, wait until I show you this shit right now. People in the building right now.
Make some noise!
I got some videos. Yes, of course, we're going to dive into the stripper conversation right now. I'm going to give you my take on it. But let me go back and let me introduce you something because Cassie's mom came into the building. Let me show you a quick clip right now of the stripper coming. We got a video from TMZ. Take a look at this. This was really important to see. Listen to this.
I got to tell you, every big criminal case has a character. In O.J. Simpson, it was Kato Kalin. In Diddy, it was the Punisher. This guy comes up on the stand today, and I got to tell you, it just blew my mind. So he testifies that he was an exotic dancer, and he got a call from Cassie, and she said, well, you know, my husband wants to celebrate my birthday with an exotic dancer. So can you come to where we're staying at the Trump International Hotel in Midtown, New York, and do a dance for us? So he shows up. Cassie is wearing next to nothing with a wig and says, why don't you get comfortable? And he, short story, goes into the bathroom, comes out naked. Diddy is slathered in baby oil. Cassie's slathered in baby oil. She ends up having sex with the Punisher, and he earns $2,000. And this goes on 5 or 6 times a year for the next 3 years, where it's this kind of role playing. It turns out he is a fan of Diddy's, didn't know that it was Diddy there watching as he was having sex. Because he had a mask on. So there was actually a hint, because when you check into some of these hotels, it says welcome, and it said Sean Combs on the screen. So obviously he had an idea at that point. But as I said, this continued, and it almost became a joke. This guy wrote a book.
And a lot going on here. People in the chat right now, put what state you're based in the building right now. If you're welcome into the show, you're into the live stream, drop your state in the chat right now. We got over 140 people in the chat. Drop what state you're based in right now. Chico, welcome to the live stream. Here we are. Welcome to the building right now. People in the chat, drop your states in there right now. Drop your cities. RB in the building. Welcome back to the show.
Make some noise!
Listen, I want to tell you something. Every day the updates come in, and we take a look at this. The stripper that's brought into the building. Listen, he didn't even know. Did you hear that information? He didn't even know that Diddy was in the room. He got there, right? Cassie was there. He didn't know it was Diddy. He thought it was someone standing there, had a mask on, and apparently trying to hide that image, right? Trying to hide that image. And you take a look at it, you're like, okay, doesn't even know, but he comes and they called him the Punisher. Now, what they said was that Cassie would make these phone calls. Obviously, Diddy would have her go on there, make these calls and organize some of this stuff. And then the guy would show up, and Cassie was there wearing almost nothing, tons of baby oil everywhere. I'm looking at this, and I'm going, wow, right? Like, literally, what the hell's going on? Bradley in the building, Big Bear in the house. How are you guys feeling? What is that? Mickey Knox. Okay, welcome to the building. We appreciate you. People in the chat right now, everybody put Diddy one more time. If you're watching live right now, drop Diddy in the chat, people. Let everybody know what's going on. Big Bear in the building. We just got started. We'll give you the recap. We'll give you the understanding of what's going on. Look, the stripper speaks out. Gets to the stand, and his name was the Punisher, people. I'm going to break that down for you today. Yes, we're going to go into Cassie's mom takes the stand. We got videos of her going in there. We got everything right here. Then we're going to get into Diddy's mom, allegedly. Then it said it's Diddy's aunt. Then he said it was his guardian that we're going to talk about today in the building right now. Jay in the house, how you feeling? Is he innocent or guilty? Andrew Warner in the building. 5-star general is in the house. Let's go. Welcome to the live stream, everybody coming into the building.
Make some noise!
I'm just saying, Diddy's out there doing some wild things. But listen, so far, I got to tell you my honest opinion. When you get to some of this stuff, yes, it's freaky. It's weird. It could be immoral. It could be awkward. It could be strange. It could be a bad boyfriend. You know, a lot of this stuff is a little awkward, things I'm not doing. But at the end of the day, is it illegal? That's what we got to get to right now. We'll get to Cassie in just 1 second. But the stripper is speaking out about this. He shows up. He collects his $2,000, and then he goes home. And this continued on for several years. Was this considered, illegal though? That's the thing. Like, you got a guy showing up in the room. Diddy is wearing a mask, people. Diddy was wearing a mask in the building. So he's standing there, and they said, we can't even tell you who that is. But what they said was the stripper knew after the fact, kind of put it together, because he walked in, and on the screen, it said, welcome, Sean Combs. So he knew that he was there. And we're going to get to that piece real quick one more time. If you just joined us right now, I'll show you that clip again. But I'm going to fast forward a little bit so we don't have to watch the whole thing. But take a look, people. Take a look at this.
I got to tell you, it just blew my mind. So he testifies that he was an exotic dancer. And he got a call from Cassie. And she said, well, my husband wants to celebrate my birthday with an exotic dancer. So can you come to where we're staying at the Trump International Hotel in Midtown, New York, and do a dance for us? So he shows up. Cassie is wearing next to nothing with a wig and says, why don't you get comfortable? And he, short story, goes into the bathroom, comes out naked. Diddy is slathered in baby oil. Cassie's slathered in baby oil. She ends up having sex with the Punisher, and he earns $2,000. And this goes on 5 or 6 times a year for the next 3 years, where it's this kind of role playing. It turns out he is a fan of Diddy's, didn't know that it was Diddy there watching as he was having sex. Because he had a mask on. So there was actually a hint, because when you check into some of these hotels, it says welcome, and it said Sean Combs on the screen. So obviously he had an idea at that point. But as I said, this continued, and it almost became a joke. This guy wrote a book. And
you're just joining us right now. We got 300 people in the building.
Make
Listen.
some noise!
What I'm saying is that I don't know about you guys, but I'm not into the whole thing. Like, you know, I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm just saying where the guy's watching the whole thing. I don't know. Is that something like guys in the chat? You know what I mean? You guys could probably hear what I'm saying right now. Some people say yes, some people say no. But Diddy right now is standing there with a mask on, watching his girlfriend, right, have sex with the Punisher guy, right? And I'm just saying, is this something that people really like? They really like seeing their girl in these situations? I mean, I don't know if this is a thing. Obviously, it's a thing. I mean, people are doing this. But Diddy, for $2,000, Diddy being the celebrity he is, you might want to get the bread up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This beautiful girl comes in there. This guy's probably like, what the hell? And we guys know. Listen, I showed you what Cassie looked like. I mean, we're not talking Cassie, pregnant Cassie. We're talking, you know, Cassie sitting there, baby oil on, and this guy walks in. He goes, "You're paying me for this girl right here who's like this supermodel." It's like, he's probably walked in going, this is a little awkward, you know what I'm saying? And then the guy's wearing a mask right there. I'm like, okay, we got some videos right here we got to dive into right now as well. Now, if you guys understand, obviously he speaks on this. He gets paid. He shows up. He wanted to complete the job because he wanted to get paid. But then when he realized, he was like, okay, what's going on here? Did Cassie want to do these things? When the question got brought up in court, the judge said, did Cassie, or even obviously the prosecution team, they said, look, you know, did she want to do this stuff? When you were performing these acts or whatever, did it seem like she wanted to do it? And then the defense was like, objection. The defense stopped that right away, and they were like, we don't want her to come out and say yes because and it was sustained. Listen, I don't know why, but they let that thing pass on. They didn't say, hey, you can talk about this or whatever. So they had to move past that. But the defense in there did not let them go down that road and start saying whether or not she really wanted to be there or not. So let's move on to some other pieces of the pie, and I got some questions for you as well. But yeah, here's the stripper here. Here's a picture of the stripper. If you're just joining us right now, the stripper was in the building, obviously called in, getting $2,000 some odd dollars to perform these, you know, acts or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm looking at it going, $2,000, like Diddy's in there paying $2,000. I'm just saying, Diddy got all this damn money. Only think $2,000 coming over to a celebrity spot. But then again, you go, look, you're hanging out with Cassie. Maybe he said, look, you know, you're going to take the money regardless, $1,000, take it or leave it. And then the guy didn't even know that Diddy was standing there. He had a mask on. People in the chat right now, we're going to break down some conversation. Let's move on to Cassie now. Let's break down some of the conversation because now Diddy, right now, and his team has subpoenaed Cassie to come back into the damn court again. She's been on the stand for days. People are getting tired of Cassie on the stand because that's not really going anywhere. But let's take a look at this video because this is true. He tried to get Cassie to come back on the stand, and the court, they denied it. But let's take a look at this real quick, people.
Diddy tried to subpoena Cassie Ventura to come back and testify at trial. And I swear at this point, this man cannot let Cassie just have her baby and move on in peace. It didn't work out like Diddy planned because the judge literally denied his application to subpoena Cassie Ventura. The judge said that they reviewed Diddy's application for a subpoena and the responses by the government and Cassie Ventura, and then Diddy's response to their responses. The judge says, for the reasons set forth in the government and Cassie Ventura's letters, the application for a subpoena against Cassie Ventura is denied. And also, his application to try to subpoena Cassie Ventura was hid from the court docs. So we had no idea that this was happening behind the scenes. And then the judge wasn't done. He said all of the letters sent to the court regarding this application for a subpoena of Cassie Ventura should be put on the docket, with any appropriate redactions no later than May 27th of 2025. And this is how it should be because this is how we figure out certain information before trial and even during trial. So the whole time, the public had no idea that Diddy was working behind the scenes trying to subpoena Cassie Ventura to come back and testify in trial again. Diddy literally thought that he was about to be able to bring Cassie Ventura to testify for him. We don't know what in the world he wanted her to testify about, but the fact that this man even tried it is insane. But I am glad that the judge said, not so fast. You are gonna let this woman move on and have her baby in peace. Y'all let me know what you guys think about
Look, at the end of the day, one thing's right. She's up there pregnant as hell. You guys seen the picture of Cassie, right? I mean, I had a picture on here for days. She's not standing there in comfort. I mean, I showed you how she looked, right, beginning, but now Cassie's up there sitting more like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not up there that comfortable. Being pregnant, sitting at your house at times is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's uncomfortable. To be on the stand in the biggest case, one of the biggest in history, and a lot of things are coming out right now. I got to tell you, I'm going to break some stuff down for you. But if you're in the chat right now, do you think that Cassie was enough to put Diddy behind bars? Yes or no? Because here's what I think. I've been giving you guys some updates on this. I got some new videos for you in just 1 second. I think that obviously Cassie was saying a lot of things, obviously letting it be known. I understand that, and was dropping all the information on what happened. Yada. Did she testify enough? I think as days went on, more and more came out, and it did get worse from like things that happened, and the jury got a chance to see some evidence and stuff like that, some pictures. I don't know if that was enough to really incriminate him, put him, behind bars for a long time. Maybe, just maybe, we put him behind bars for XYZ. Just for like XYZ time, but not life in prison from some of this stuff. Lord Stalk in the building. Welcome to the show. Yeah, Candy. We see Candy's messages flying in the screen. She's got multiple conversations in there. I don't know what's going on with her messages, but they're popping in nonstop. People in the chat right now, if you're watching live, I'm going to get to some clips right now. I want you guys to see. Obviously, the missing witness just goes gone, like vanish. Oh, you're subpoenaed. You didn't show up. What the hell's going on? Like, what is actually going on? I'm taking a look at it, right? And I'm going, you are subpoenaed to show up. Your ex-girlfriend, her and the attorney both go missing. I got some other videos I want to tell you about right now. If you go missing, people are going to be what? You either got paid, right? Or you're gone. You know what I'm saying? People in the chat, or you just didn't want to show up because you're scared for something to happen to you, right? Like, I get some of this stuff. I'll be honest. Some of this stuff makes sense. Now, the jury confusion. The jury in there doesn't know when they're taking a look at it, right? They're like, okay, when they first start the first couple of days, you're like, you know what? Diddy's talking to them, looking at them. You're like, well, maybe, he's human. I don't know. But then you're like, wait a second. This isn't strong enough. And then it gets stronger. Then they get evidence. And they see now the stripper takes the stand. People are like, damn, right? Again, was that illegal is the question. That's what we got to talk about. You can say it's a freak. People in that jury might be doing that. The jury might be doing this kind of shit. You don't know. They might now be on Diddy's side. Some of this stuff makes you go back and forth in your mind. I would imagine that is what the jury is going through. And if they go home at night, they can't talk to people. Come on now. In the chat, John Ecker in the building, Wayne in the building. How you feeling? If you're in the chat right now, do you think the jury just goes home and the jury doesn't talk to anybody? In the chat right now. Do you think the jury goes home and they don't talk to anybody? Like, legit, they go home and they got to call somebody. Like, you're home with your wife. Like, you're a man in there, right? You go home, you're talking to your wife, you're like, shit was crazy today. Like, you can't talk to anybody about the story, or let's just say your wife. Come on, we know there's some female gossipers out there. You know what I'm saying? You know damn well you got home, you called your girlfriend. Yo, shit was wild today. Like, somebody's getting some kind of information somewhere, because if I find out that someone I know is on the Diddy Trial, how was it in the courtroom? Like, how was it in the courtroom? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, I saw that. Mandy, I saw that. I said they can't go home. I'm like, where are they sleeping at? Like, where are they sleeping at? People in the chat right now, I got to show you something right now. The jury's confused. Let's go into Cassie's mother now. Okay, people in the chat. Cassie's mother, okay, is now on the stand, right? She gets up there, she's talking. I'm going to scroll up right here because I'm going to show you some videos right here. I got some pictures I want to show you. Cassie's mother now takes the stand. Let's talk about what she said. I got a video here walking into the courtroom, people. Take a look at this video as Cassie's mom enters the courtroom.
Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. Can you stop come. No, you're good.
How are you feeling today?
Ooh. Sorry.
How do you think it's going so far?
Watch the pool.
What's your message to Diddy? Last week?
What's your message to Diddy?
Watch out, guys. Watch out.
Follow me. Blessings to you. Excuse me. Oops. Oops. Almost whacked her in the face.
How do you feel, Miss Ventura? Enjoying the weather?
Watch out, guys. Watch out so you don't hit the thing. Ooh.
Miss Ventura, what's your message to other young women out there, to other mothers who might have been in these situations like Cassie?
No, yeah.
Miss Ventura, we
You know what? No one saw. I didn't see this coming. So listen, I want to walk in the 26th Fed.
support you.
They're trying to get her out of here.
Your daughter.
Because she's got a lot of people around her.
I'm not saying that to try to get you to respond.
I'm going to just bring him in there until you come right out front. Yeah, take your time, bro. Whenever you get right out front of the government
How y'all feeling,
entrance
though?
of 26 Fed, tell me.
Do you know what she's got to be going through? Do you know what she got to be going through? Let's be honest. She's in the damn chat, right? Sorry, she's in the chat. You guys in the chat. She's in the damn, like, in this whole line of walk right here. People in her face the whole way. Couldn't they have parked closer to where they're going? In my mind thinking, couldn't they have parked closer to where they're going, right? Or at least, you know, when they come out, get to the car where they're going. It's like they're walking blocks and blocks and blocks with media in their face, cameras, phones. By the way, this was someone's camera phone, obviously. You can tell right there. But I'm just saying, she gets on the trial. Now, let's break down that for a second, people in the building. We're about to break down the mom and the child right now. We got several videos to talk about this. Now, if you guys know, Diddy basically came to her and said, look, came to Cassie, give me $20,000 or I'm letting the tapes out. This is allegedly, okay? This is allegedly. She said, I'm letting the tapes out. He said, I'm letting the tapes out if you don't give me the money. Let's take a look at some of these clips right here because he demanded money for this shit. Take a look at it.
Cassie's mom testified that Diddy extorted $20,000 from her because of Kid Cudi. On day 7 of Sean Diddy Combs' trial, Cassie's mother, Regina Ventura, testified in court that her family paid Sean $20,000 out of concern for her daughter's safety due to threats Combs allegedly made while Cassie was dating rapper Kid Cudi. Combs had allegedly threatened to release explicit videos of Cassie after discovering she was dating rapper Kid Cudi. Regina said, I was physically sick, she said on the stand. I did not understand it. The tape threw me. He was trying to hurt my daughter. Combs allegedly demanded $20,000 for the footage, claiming he was angry about the money he had spent on Cassie while she was dating someone else. We took a home equity loan, and that was the only way we could get the money, Regina said.
Like you like mom and daughter.
Like what? Like she took a home equity loan to pay him? You're talking about a guy damn near a billionaire, is a billionaire, whatever. Took a home equity line of credit to give him $20,000 because they said they were going to release the tapes. People, yes, they were going to release the tapes. Here's more of the walk in here. I'm going to only give you a 15-second clip here so you guys can see more of her walking here. This is her walking to the court or from the court, entering the courtroom, sorry, right here. Take a look as she's continuing getting closer to the courtroom.
I'll bring them out. So I'm going to bring them in under my press. All right?
How you feeling today, sir?
We're going to go in the government building, take it in there.
I think everybody's kind of gone. I think it's just us. They're hitting poles and starting to push each other.
God does everything for
Gotta
a
be
reason.
respectful.
So they're getting closer and closer to the courtroom here. I'm gonna go back to that in a second and show as they progress to get closer. They're getting closer. I'm gonna show those clips. But yes, look, $20,000, $20,000. Can you imagine Diddy's like, hey, I'm going to release these tapes if you don't give me $20,000 because he was upset about what she did with Kid Cudi. Like, people do some wild things. But to go to the mom, make her take out a home equity line of credit to get it, guys, if you just joined us right now, take a look.
Cassie's mom testified that Diddy extorted $20,000 from her because of Kid Cudi. On day 7 of Sean Diddy Combs' trial, Cassie's mother, Regina Ventura, testified in court that her family paid Sean $20,000 out of concern for her daughter's safety due to threats Combs allegedly made while Cassie was dating rapper Kid Cudi. Combs had allegedly threatened to release explicit videos of Cassie after discovering she was dating rapper Kid Cudi. Regina said, I was physically sick, she said on the stand. I did not understand it. The tape threw me. He was trying to hurt my daughter. Combs allegedly demanded $20,000 for the footage, claiming he was angry about the money he had spent on Cassie while she was dating someone else. We took a home equity loan, and that was the only way we could get the money, Regina said.
Like you like mom and daughter.
I mean, the more I look at that, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, you $20,000 from the mom is like, and then hold on a second. It gets even better because then he gives the money back. Hold on a second, people. Take a look at this. Here's another clip you got to see. I got multiple personalities in here for you guys to see. The videos, multiple personalities of people. You got to take a look at this. You're watching live in the building. We got 900 people in the house. If you're watching live, I'm gonna say everybody's name in the chat. Where are you based in the chat right now? Everybody, drop in the chat. Where are you based right now? Drop your state in the chat right now. Drop your city in the chat right now. If you're from another freaking country, then put your damn country in the chat right now while I get ready to show you this clip. Here's another personality. I got a lot of things to show you right now, so pay close attention. We got Cassie's mom. Then we're going to get to a whole bunch of other things, a stripper, a whole bunch of things you got to see more of. Take a look at this one here.
Cassie Ventura's mother, Regina, testified that she took out a $20,000 home equity loan to meet demands from Diddy. In December 2011, Cassie emailed her mother under the alias name Veronica Bang, saying that Diddy was threatening to release explicit tapes of her and also threatening to hurt her and Kid Cudi. Regina Ventura testified that it made her sick, she didn't understand it at all, and the sex tapes threw her. She added, "I did not know the other person, but knew that he was going to try and hurt my daughter." According to Regina, Diddy had contacted her around the same time that Cassie sent this email, saying that he needed $20,000 to recoup what he had spent on Cassie. Regina and her husband then took out the $20,000 home equity loan and wired the money to the bad boy account, fearing for their daughter's safety. The money, however, was then sent back to them 4 or 5 days later with no communication. Regina Ventura also testified that December 2011 was the first time that Cassie had told her about Diddy being physical with her, whilst the jury was shown photographs that Cassie's mother had taken of the bruises on Cassie's body. She also referenced the blind item that she had read before this, where a celebrity had been beaten in their car, but Cassie had always denied that it was about her or Diddy. Regina also recalled getting into a heated argument with Diddy at Cassie's 30th birthday party in 2016. Regina told the court that after Diddy took Cassie's phone, she was yelling, screaming, and trying to hit him whilst his security guard D-Rock was between them. She also said that she called the police. Diddy gave back Cassie's phone, but then stole her car. Surprisingly, there was no cross-examination for Regina Ventura, and I say surprisingly because before court was in session this morning, the defense were trying to stop her from testifying. However, after greeting Regina Ventura, Mark Agnifilo simply said, "I have no questions for you." So next up to testify on day 7 is male escort Sheree Hayes.
They got like this case. I'm just saying, this case is getting out of whack. You know what? Just Yvonne said in the chat, why didn't Kid Cudi come up with the money? That's true. That's true. Kid Cudi could have came up with the money. It would have made shit a lot easier, but he gave the money back. People, listen, we might say he put him under some heat for a minute, put him under some heat, but then he gave the money back. Right? So what do you guys think about that? Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you some stuff right here. And listen, then we got the mom too. We're going to talk today about, right, not even just that. We're going to dive into the conversation in just a moment talking about Diddy's mom or Diddy's aunt, whatever you want to call it. One of that right now. But let's show this clip first. Let me jump in. A lot of things are happening right now. Let me break this out and let me make sure we don't hear some of the beginning part and get rid of some of the words in the beginning. Might not be good for YouTube, but let me drop this in the chat. Take a look at this video here.
It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. What if I told you today the defense in the Diddy trial got their asses handed to them on a silver platter? Diddy's assistant, David James, explained how Diddy had them running around with weapons like it was boys in the hood. Then a sex worker by the name of the Punisher told how Diddy paid for the sex and often wore a Muslim hijab. And Cassie's mom ran to the stand to detail something that's big in the racketeering and RICO charge. But it was the announcement that Kid Cudi will be testifying, which ultimately will seal Diddy's fate in the racketeering. And today, he officially is going to be looking at life. Let me explain. RICO is defined by when you use a group to engage in criminal acts, such as extortion, arson, and sex trafficking. Just today, they detailed all 3. Let's start with extortion. Diddy demanded $20,000 from Cassie's mom, or he threatened to release a freak-off tape about And guess what? Cassie's mom went on the stand and explained that she took out a loan, got the $20,000, and sent it to Diddy. And Cassie's mom's testimony was so damning, the defense declined even cross-examining her. It's getting hot in here. And it was all over the alleged affair that Cassie had with Cudi, and Diddy was jealous. So he extorted Cassie's mom. And
it's getting a little wild, that's all I'm saying. People in the chat, we got 1,200 people in the building. Make some noise! If you're watching live right now, everybody put Diddy in the chat right now. Everybody put Diddy in the chat right now. If you're just joining us right now, I will show the clip on the screen real quick of the Punisher, the stripper that showed up. They are dropping bombs left and right. People in the chat right now, they're letting it be known. I got another quick thing you got to see. People don't know about this one, and this one came and it popped up. Actually, let me just show it right now. Is this true or false, people? I'm going to show this clip in the chat. Is this true or false? Let me know what you think. Just saying. Steve Harvey. They're saying, allegedly, this is going on social media. I got to just say allegedly. Steve Harvey was having a relationship with Puffy. I mean, I don't know. Listen, it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. But Steve Harvey in a relationship with Puff, and he was getting blackmailed too. I just got it. Says P. Diddy and Steve Harvey have been having relationships for over 25 years, and Diddy has been blackmailing Steve. What is this world? Hollywood is awkward. It's weird. Is that true or false? Allegedly, is that true? And I know I read on there it said Steve Harvey's daughter, but now I'm looking at it and the online records are saying that no, Steve Harvey actually had a relationship and was hiding that. I don't know if that's true or not. Asking you guys in the chat right now. This one of them things that we got, you know what I'm saying? This is just one of those things I got to ask the chat right here. And here, look, they're getting closer and closer to the courthouse here. The updated part here, only about a minute left for they get to the courthouse. Take a look at this as they're getting closer.
They're just trying to get to and from.
This is the year of exposure. Shut my camera off. Is there any way I can take a picture of you guys?
No. We're gonna have this.
They're getting closer. 30 seconds left to get to the courthouse. We're gonna show that update there. But hold on a second. I got all different shapes and sizes. Now listen, we got a lot of things we got to show you right here. We got a lot of things we got to show you here. So pay close attention here. Here's another clip of this. Now, let's get into this for a second. Cassie, obviously her mom takes a stand, but they're saying Diddy's mom, Diddy's aunt, whatever. Take a look at what they're saying about this. This gets a little weird. Look at this one here.
Cassie said that Diddy makes all the women wear white nail polish during the freak-offs. Not to mention, she said that the freak-offs will last so long they will be on IVs after. Now, a video resurfaced with Diddy and his mother. She was wearing white nail polish and was on an IV with Diddy. Diddy also implied that she loves going to the strip clubs with him. He makes her go everywhere with him. They were kissing on the lips. He was saying, oh, she can touch the ground with her palms. She lit, she's fun, she's single. All this crazy stuff about his mom. Mind you, she's never been married before. She never had a public boyfriend. People are really speculating that she participates in the freak-offs as well. There's been allegations that she participates and that she also watches the freak-offs. Y'all, do y'all think she could possibly catch charges or she's going to end up being on the stand as well? I don't know. This is going to get wild.
Can you imagine? And I got the video, by the way. I got the video of her. Can you imagine? Like, this is Diddy's mom or Diddy's aunt. Is it his mom or his aunt in the chat? I don't know. I'm just saying, this is a conversation we got to have. Take a look at this clip here. This shit's getting interesting.
I blame this woman right here. I blame her dusty ass, okay? Mama Combs, with her bad wigs, the madame herself where her son got all his deviancy from, who has enabled his behavior, thus far, this is the woman that Sean punishes on repeat, on replay. This is the woman that he punishes through all of the women that has came in his life. This is the one that he wants to punish. I hope she knows somewhere deep down in her soul that her son can't stand her and that he abuses women because he can't stand her. And a mother sitting through your son's trial of abuse, SA, trafficking, and doing all types of debauchery.
You know, when we talk about the freak offs, people have this, I don't know if it's a misconception or maybe something is right, something is wrong. At the end of the day, freak offs are these gatherings, these parties, right? Having a freak off, and if it didn't have a name and it was just Diddy party, people say, oh, Diddy party. When you put freak off on it, it changes a lot. And you say, what is a freak off, right? Who's at the freak off? Who's participating in the freak off? What is it actually about? And then you start thinking, is it illegal to have a freak off? Like this what we have to understand. There are certain things that are legal. There are certain things that are illegal. And that's where we got to get to the bottom line. And here's a picture of Diddy right here in the chat right now. Hold up. We didn't realize, is this Diddy, yes or no? We didn't come to the conclusion the other day. Is this Diddy in prison or no?
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, they just tried to pay me $20 to wear a free puffy shirt.
Stop. I could tell because
the lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
So just $20, and if you need $20, all you have to do is wear a free puff shirt. And you said no.
Yeah, I said no.
Did they say how many hours?
$20 an hour. And she told me she got paid like $60 yesterday for standing out there in 3 hours.
Obviously some of this stuff's going to happen, right? It's hit media across the globe. This isn't just in New York or just in the U.S. This is everywhere. People are talking about this shit everywhere, and that's the thing. People are talking. People are like, wait, is this the biggest case ever? In the chat right now, if you're watching live, smack that like button right now. People, if you're in the chat right now, smack that like button. And if you are subscribed to the show, put a Y in the chat right now because you know we got to spin that wheel, give out some money today. If you're watching live, put a Y in the chat right now. If you are a subscriber of the show, and shout out to the moderators, Bond in the building, we appreciate you. And then we got Candy in the house, Pitbull Mama, and we love Tracy. She's not here today. We greatly appreciate it. Brittany's in the building hanging out. In the chat right now, if you are a subscriber to the show, put a Y in the chat right now as we drop more of these clips that you guys got to see.
People think this is just another celebrity case. They have no idea what's really going on. Follow now because this might be the biggest cover-up the media won't touch. The allegations against Sean Diddy Combs aren't small. They include everything from trafficking to payoffs to secret footage. And now the case is cracked wide open. Whispers inside the courtroom say key witnesses are suddenly refusing to testify. One juror reportedly asked to be removed for personal safety. Another source says the list of potential witnesses included other celebrities, but their names were quietly removed before day one. And here's where it gets darker. Some are speculating that this isn't just about Diddy, that this is just the tip of the iceberg, connected to a bigger, deeper web of celebrity handlers, private flights, and sealed settlements. Think Epstein 2.0, but in designer suits. And yet, the media coverage, soft, polished, sanitized.
Are they going to show everything? That's the question. Are they going to show everything? People, look. The whole world's watching this shit. And it's almost like, look, if you're not going to let us know, if you're not going to let the world know what's going on, you're not going to show certain things. I show you the clip all the time where the gentleman says they can't show certain things, even in the courtroom. I'm like, look, what is the point? And you guys know I show this clip every day. We're talking about Diddy. It's like, what is the point of the case if you can't show all the shit that they did? You know what I'm saying? If you can't show he did this, he did that, then what's the point of surrounding the house and doing all this? Are they waiting to show?
There are no celebrity sex tapes that are going to be.
Now, I heard you say that. Why do you think that?
Because I know it.
Come on.
I just know it. I mean, look, we are really connected here. I mean, we have a lot of sources. There will be no celebrity sex tapes and no minors. And in a way, I got to say, it benefits the defense.
Look, before you go there, I agree with you on the minors. Otherwise, we'd have a charge.
No celebrity sex tapes.
No, I agree with you on the minors because we'd have a charge that would.
I know, but I'm telling you, no celebrity sex tapes in this case.
How?
None.
That's the whole story that's been, percolating.
I know, and that's why it benefits the defense.
Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure.
I believe this to be the case, yes. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head, there was a bunch of stuff. Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive. So this is not about a scared thing, It's just time to reveal the truth. I mean, it is what it is. I went through many, many years of scrutiny and being dragged face first on the concrete, being called delusional and things of that nature. My faith serves me so well. I'm in prayer every single day, multiple times a day, just saying, just let's get this right. And when you think about it, for me, I don't even wish him harm. I don't wish him, I don't want to be here. I would love for us to all be, riding in the sunset. We sold millions of records. We've affected the culture. We celebrated our genre of music that we came from, hip hop. This is supposed to be a celebration. This shouldn't be a national court case. So there's no anger with me. I don't produce anger, jealousy. That just doesn't come from me.
And what's strange, though, is celebrities initially are like, oh, he's in trouble. This is going to happen. They're going to say this. He's going to rat on this person. Now, I showed you, people now are starting to say, is he going to beat it? In the chat right now, everybody, put Diddy, put innocent, put Diddy, put guilty. I want to see what you guys think right now in the chat. Put Diddy innocent or put Diddy guilty. Drop it in the chat right now. I want to drop that. And I want to see what you guys think right now. So important to get the understanding because the jury is like you people. The jury's like, well, I don't know. Well, yes. Well, no. Well, he did all this stuff, but was it illegal? Well, he did that, but was he guilty of something? Did she go against her will? Then they said Cassie was ordering this stuff and sent text messages saying that this is something that she wanted to do. So obviously, we got to also understand Cassie. I would never think that she wouldn't do all of this shit. But when she sent a message saying, hey, look, let's do this, let's do that. What do you guys think about this right now? Suge Knight's saying that he might beat the case.
Suge, do you think he's going to be all right because someone's going to tamper with the jury? Is that what you're trying to say?
He got enough influence, and I'm quite sure, don't seem like the prosecution is that bad against him. Don't seem like I think he got some favors with the government. I think they're going to show him a little leeway. It might not seem like it when it's all said and done, but I don't think he has nothing to worry about. I don't think he's worried because he's going to be federal. And if he get convicted, Trump's going to pardon him. So what's the worry?
You think the President of the United States would pardon Sean Combs for sex trafficking?
Shit, he pardoned Michael Harris, who allegedly killed a Jewish teenager or had him killed. So they don't care about that. It's all about, what's in it for the long run and what the bucks say and what the power of the people want.
Now, in the chat, is Trump if Diddy goes to jail, do you think Trump will actually pardon him? Let's be honest. Do you think Trump will pardon him? Yes or no? In the chat, let me see it. Will Trump pardon Diddy if he goes to jail? And will Diddy beat the case? These are the conversations we're having on a daily basis. If you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button. Over 700 people in the chat. We need to hit over 100 likes right now if you're watching live. Double tap your screen if you're on your mobile device. And if you're watching on your computer, hit that freaking like button right now to hit over 100 likes right now. It's time to boost up the ratings right now as we're rocking and rolling. And yes, I got a clip you got to see. They're saying the assets could be seized by the government if found guilty, if he's convicted. Will they take all of Diddy's stuff? Will they take all? By the way, I hear people subscribing to the show.
New subscriber.
If Diddy's convicted, do you think they're going to take all his assets, his houses, his cars, his whatever, his diamonds, his jewelry, his money, whatever? Or are they going to take it all? Take a look at this, because they are saying here that it's possible and they will do that.
Right now, Sean Diddy Combs isn't only fighting for his freedom, but also his money. Even with all his legal troubles, Forbes estimates his net worth is still around $400 million. But if he were to be convicted, all that could be in jeopardy. Why? Because the government could actually seize his assets. People might hear that and think, wait, does that really mean that all of his businesses, all the money he has, could conceivably have been used to finance this? Therefore, it's all fair game?
Yeah, it pretty much is. I mean, this is a very, very broadly phrased forfeiture allegation. It doesn't look like there was any sort of pre-indictment seizures that they're counting towards it. Normally you see things they've already gotten their hooks into. So it's basically just saying if it is an instrumentality or a proceed, we're going to go after it. And they've named the enterprise in a very broad way, the RICO. The RICO is essentially anything he touched in his business world, whether it's record labels, liquor labels, planes, trains, and automobiles. Basically mean everything is in play. And the other thing is there's a concept called substitute assets. Just when you think you're crawling out of the wreckage and you're down to your last 400 million, you're told, oh, we're also going for substitute assets, which means even if we can't prove that this particular car, this diamond watch, this piece of art is not connected to criminality, it still relates to our overall reward, and we're going to use it as a substitute.
Did you guys hear that? They're saying they're going to take all of that shit. I don't know. Look, I don't know. I'm hearing both sides of the coin. They can't do it. And then how about this? Diddy's son, right? Some of the you don't know. You're like, is that his kid? Is that not his kid? I don't know if that's his kid, right? You guys see the shit. You don't know. Let's take a look at this clip right here, because the bodyguard is speaking. Listen to the bodyguard.
Quincy has had a long relationship with Puff. Puff has spoiled Quincy as if he was his own. I used to hear rumors that Puff had adopted Quincy and he didn't, because you would have to find I'll Be Sure and take his parental rights away. Or he could have married Kim and he became his father that way. But Puff was never Quincy's father. He was just a man that took care of Quincy and his mother. So Quincy has a relationship with him. He has opened some doors for Quincy. So I don't see anything wrong with Quincy supporting him in that way. But if it came down to my personal belief, Quincy is brainwashed as the rest of those people are that be around him. But I think that he's going to see the light. I think Quincy is going to see the light and going to understand that Al is a good dude. And because of his mother, Al did not go at Diddy and go back at Diddy. Because Al, he may not have as much money as Diddy, but Al had enough dudes in the street that would have went to war with Al.
How you feel about Abby Short's son showing up to court supporting Diddy after Abby Short came out accusing Diddy of putting him in a coma?
That's the other thing too, right? Abby Short said that he put him in a coma, and then his son shows up and supports him. So many people right now in so many ways, you don't know what the hell's going on. And yeah, we got our girl here. She says she's trying to get to a freak off.
To a freak off. Can somebody bring me to a freak off? All right, I want to go to a freak off. I want to get just like Cat Diddy. I need to get a freak off. That's what I want. Where's the guy? Bring me to a freak off. That's not no academic. Oh my God. Stick with the other Italian. Everyone thinks this is academic. Stick with the Italian. You're not Italian, you're Spanish.
And possibly them not being proven. Could you expand on that?
Myron, that piece of
Diddy updates in 60 seconds. So after days of the federal prosecutors talking about how one of their witnesses is just incommunicado and went completely missing, they are now admitting that she never wanted to testify or be involved in this case at all whatsoever. So that makes a lot more sense, but they did subpoena her. She's been subpoenaed to a federal trial, and if she doesn't show up, she could get in trouble. They do have their star witness though, and this is Cassie Ventura, and just look at how pregnant she is. Now, if you combine the sympathy that a pregnant woman gets from any type of jury with the video that they have of Diddy just brutalizing her in that hallway of that hotel, you can smell Diddy being cooked from here. And on Friday, they'll be doing their...
People are going a little bananas right now. He came in screaming. He said 100%. Here's the thing. A lot of people say one thing, say another thing. But when I take a look at all these concerns, here's what I believe. I think it's going to come down to the celebrities that are going to have to talk. I mean, literally, Cassie, very well-known person. They showed a lot of how her relationship was. It was horrible. She was treated like shit in certain ways. Maybe she did it for the money. Maybe she was there because she liked some stuff. Then she didn't like a lot of things. Then she was maybe the blackmail. Maybe all that, the whole situation with Cassie. I don't know if that is something where the court's going to say, your ass is done. Let's put that aside for a second, and let's talk about the celebrities. The celebrities that are out there have a lot more to talk about. They're now starting to call more people to the stand. It's going to get crazy because you're going to see names that are brought up that you didn't think were going to be brought up. In the chat right now, what celebrities do you think are going to get brought to the stand? If you're in the live stream right now, what celebrities do you think are going to get brought to the stand? I want to see some names in the chat right now. Smack that like button. People watching live right now. Make some noise! We're live every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., 10 to 11. What celebrities in the chat do you think are going to be called to testify? Who do you think is going down? Drop it in the chat right now while I play this clip because this one here was interesting.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands-off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
And then when I take a look at this stuff and I look at all the celebrities that are talking, and that's why I show these clips. When I show all the refreshes, it's not because I want to just, hey, I'm going to show you this clip. It's because, look, Cassie went up there. She did her thing. She said a lot. I think that he was battled. The defense battled it. They said, look, you were treated bad. You were treated poorly. The extortion and blackmail thing. Right now, outside of the abuse in the hotel, right, which is horrible. All the women in the chat, you guys know it was horrible, and I'm not saying it's not. It was horrible. But outside of that, it was a bad boyfriend. He was doing freaky shit. She did this. She did that, whatever. It comes down to the celebrities and what they're saying to get the identity of who Diddy was.
Wait, you've seen Diddy kiss a man?
I definitely seen Diddy kiss a man.
Continuously called Puff gay. Does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
Oh, that's what I walked into the room and seen Diddy kiss a man. A powerful man.
Okay. Can you say who that is?
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone...
Because that person is still in the music industry and it's a big dog. And...
All right. So if you were to say that name, I would know who that is right off top.
Now, one person didn't know that Puffy was Usher. Now, one person didn't know what the saddest thing in the world is what they did to Justin Bieber.
What was that?
That's sad. That's funny.
When he was a kid.
I hate to say that. I hate to say that because I really like Justin Bieber. I feel bad for Justin Bieber. And this wouldn't have happened if Justin Bieber came from a wealthy family. Justin Bieber pretty much came from a poor family, but the young man was so talented And he could have been bigger than Michael Jackson. But the depression of the drugs and the stuff they allowed these grown men to do to this little boy is unhealthy and it's fucked up. No grown men supposed to be getting high and doing drugs and drinking with a kid. I mean, you had grown men would take Justin Bieber. A grown man take Justin Bieber when he was young to a vacation, a romantic vacation, showing pictures on the Instagram with no women, nobody else but a grown, successful man and this little kid. Worst part about it is everybody said what was done to Usher, and they done to Justin Bieber. And the thing with Usher spent the night and him and Puffy be in the same bed to do an album, and they never did one song they put out at that time. On top of that, when I met Usher, I came on one time, I'm speaking to the guy because he got good songs. That's out of respect. Like a young black man. This dude rolled his eyes at me. And so there was somebody came over and kept saying, Suge, you know, don't have one of your guys do nothing to him. He a good young man, but him and Puffy got a thing. He a thing. He said, he gave me a look like, you know. And I thought about it. The way he rolled his eyes at me, it wasn't like somebody homie rolled it. It was like I beat up somebody, man. Like I beat his, you know, he the bitch. Like somebody to roll their eyes, like you beat my boyfriend up. I ain't speaking to you.
Really?
It's one of those, right? Yeah, for sure. And the crazy thing about it is like Leslie, his mother, and everybody else said the same thing. Well, it was wrong, but if we go and get Puffy in trouble behind that, Usher wouldn't be Usher. He'd be known as the guy who got by Puffy, and they didn't want that. They wanted the money. I don't have nothing bad to say about Usher. Usher's talented. He's a good guy, you know, and all that stuff. I mean, he said he's just concert with Cassie and JoJo and Jodeci. Devontae is one of the greatest producers, greatest guys in the world, those guys. I love all those guys. But they had their run in, they know the truth. Everybody in the industry know what's been going on. Everybody know which one's faking it, which one's not faking it. But you got to realize one thing. This didn't start just with Usher and Justin Bieber or Puffy. It started with Michael Jackson. It started with, we can go on and on. Now, Puffy was being with L.A. Reid and Babyface. And fruit don't fall far from the tree.
Just say, you take a look at this, people. I mean, as it gets, you know, we covered the case as much as we can. By the way, I want you guys to know something. We're 10 to 11 every day. I will not be live tomorrow. I'm having a surgery tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning. And the surgery I was going to do live, but a little out of control to do live on the stream. But I will just say this. I've had my last kid. I have 4 now. So that'll tell you what my surgery is. I had mixed signals about it. I had I shouldn't say signals, just mixed thoughts about it in the chat. Tomorrow I will have a surgery. So I'm live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11. But yes, I've had my last kid. So you guys understand what that surgery is going to be like tomorrow for me. I got to go in there and do what, you know what I'm saying? I got to get it done. Jigsaw, you see what Jigsaw knows the time. Let me drop it in the chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys in the chat. Hammer time in the building. Welcome to the show. Mandy, I hope so. I'm praying that it is. I don't know. A lot of friends did it. I think it's time for me. I got 4. And we don't want to go for 5 at this point. My wife's been through a lot. Obviously, you've seen her on the live streams. You guys have seen her in here hanging out with me, beautiful woman, and we got 4 great kids. And I think when you have 4, it's like, woo, you know what I'm saying? I asked my wife to go do something. I said, you know what? She's been through a lot. It's time for me to do what I got to do for our family. So obviously, every single day, I hope not, Jigsaw, I hear that. Look, people in the chat right now, you know what I'm saying? Is it fast? Hold up, Jigsaw, you said it doesn't hurt. Hold on. Don't let me rewind on my freaking day tomorrow, people in the chat, because I'll rewind. People got to get it done. I heard to get some frozen bags of peas. I'm getting those today. I will make sure to have those in the damn house right now. The recovery hurts. Jesus, Lord, I'm hoping not. Listen, I'm going to be laying in the bed. I'm going to try to go live. Mandy, thank you, Mandy. Please make it feel better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hope that tomorrow I can still go live. I'm going to try to maybe even Friday, whatever, go live. Might even have to be in the bed with the phone on, laptop on, talk with you guys. Because you know what? I'm live with you guys every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., covering sports, entertainment. Obviously, NFL season is around the corner, the NBA playoffs. We do our live games at nighttime all the time. I won't be on those night games until next week, obviously because of that, but I'll be live again Monday morning for sure. So please, if you're watching live right now, I greatly appreciate you. You guys join our show all the time. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. We cover everything here on the channel. Subscribe right now if you haven't subscribed yet. If you are part of the show, I greatly appreciate you. Our moderators in the chat right now, thank you so much. And yes, I have to get off the show because I actually have to go take care of some stuff. But when I come back on live, I have a bunch of stuff to do for you guys in the chat. We're going to be spinning that wheel all next week when I'm back in the building. If you just joined us for the first time in the chat, I want you guys to know we spin the wheel. We give out money every day on this platform. We do a bunch of things. And we ran out of time today because we had a lot of videos to show. I have to get off at 11 and I'm just 6 minutes past time. So remember this, guys. I greatly appreciate all you beautiful people that join our show Monday through Friday. You guys are here all the freaking time. All love to you guys. You guys are here on every freaking time. Will I Am, you got something that's going out to you today. I saw that. I saw messages on Instagram. Your PayPal account will be sent to you today. Everyone else that has been in the building before, greatly appreciate all of you beautiful people that hang out with us in the chat on a daily basis. If you like sports, if you like entertainment, obviously NFL, NBA, all that fighting. We do live sports right here. Games, action-packed season. We'll be live right here. We greatly appreciate you so much. Mandy, thank you so much. People in the chat, put where you're from in the chat. Let people know. Everybody drop your state in the chat right now. Let them know where you guys are based. I want you guys to come together as a community on here. Obviously, in the building, I come on here and I talk. I have live guests that can call in. Now everything is set up. Remember, everybody can call into the chat every freaking time. RB said they call it Memorial Day for many reasons. People in the chat right now, I got to tell you, I love and appreciate you beautiful people. I'll be back live on here in the morning, Monday or Tuesday morning. If I'm good for Monday, I'll be here Monday. Hopefully, if not, I'll be here Tuesday morning. If you don't see me live, if you don't see it up, it's because I'm recovering from my freaking snipperooter, if you want to call it that. Snipperooski, snipperooter, chop snip, whatever. I'll hate even say it. It's, you know what I'm saying? I greatly appreciate all you guys from all these states, all these countries. You guys make this grow. You guys, so I don't want to miss you guys on Thursday, Friday, or Monday. But if I'm not here for the next couple days, I'm just recovering. I greatly appreciate you, all of you guys and gals that join us in the morning. You guys make this wonderful. We have some massive sponsors coming to our show because of you. Just so you guys know, today we hit over almost 40,000 views just this morning on today's show because you guys are wonderful. Family Guy. And look, some of the new names in the chat I haven't seen before. I greatly appreciate you. Please put first time in the chat right now as I get ready to sign off. Everyone that's been here for the first time today, please put first time in the chat right now. If you're here for the first time, put first time right now. There's a bunch of people that were here earlier that were here for the first time. But people in the chat right now, everybody, when they put first time in the chat, please welcome them. Everybody that's in the building right now, thank you, people. I'm going to close those polls right now. If you're here for the first time, please right now, everybody welcome them. Show them some love right now. Show them, who we are in the building. Show them how we welcome all our new people to the chat. We always have tons of new people in the building. If you have subscribed today, please let us know. Thank you. Mandy, thank you. Family Guy, Jigsaw, we greatly appreciate you. JW in the building, we greatly appreciate you. Thank you for joining our show. Busy Ditch, thank you for joining our show. Thank you. Today was about Diddy, the conversation, Cassie, the stripper, all the stuff going on. You guys know there's been a lot of shit going on in the chat today. I'm putting them all up there so you guys can see. I will be back in the building next week. And yes, we usually spin the wheel every day. Today we got past time. If all the people that are here for the first time today, just know that every damn day we do that. Today's the only day we're not, just because I ran out of time. But I will see all you guys either Monday or Tuesday. I'll try to do some shorts. We'll see how the surgery goes. If I can go on there when it's live, would be hysterical. If I can talk live on the show while the surgery's happening, would be even funnier. I don't know if the guy said I could actually do it. That might be something that we do, but I don't know if that's something that YouTube will want us to do. So I got to see how that works out. But I greatly appreciate you. I'll see all you guys in here. J-Day, thank you. I see all the messages. Thank you so much. I will see all of you. I will see all of you either Monday or Tuesday morning. All of you have a great rest of your day. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So when I go live, you know. And again, if you don't see me Monday, I'll be here Tuesday for sure, live in the building for the playoff games and also for the live show. Have a great rest of the day. Remember, after the show goes up, you'll see the logo pop up on the screen. Give it like 15 seconds and then refresh your screen and leave a message on this video. All love to you guys. I'll see you guys Monday or Tuesday morning. Have a great weekend.
What happened? I can't. It was evil. What we.
Just one more reason you should have called off the wedding in advance.
I didn't. But I said, well, why?